If you've ever had an idea for an app, you're going to love this course. You can take the app idea that you had in the shower, you sketched down on a piece of paper on the bus, you kind of had this random thought in the middle of some boring meeting, or what if I made an app that did that? These kind of ideas often just fall by the wayside, but what if you took that and you contacted the programmer and you progressed the idea and you released an app on the store? We've got chapters on finding a programmer, how to communicate with a programmer, what a programmer expects when they're designing your app. So I've personally shipped over 500,000 apps, so I'm beginning to get a sense of what makes a successful app and what is more likely to make your app succeed in the cutthroat world of the App Store. So this course covers both iOS and Android, so it doesn't matter which platform you're developing for, there's something for you here. If you like coding and you like programming, we've made provision for you as well. We have course units on the programming experience, on the basics of coding for Android and iOS. But if you don't like code at all, if code's the sort of thing that totally freaks you out and you see a bit of code and you just want to run to the corner of the room and shake and rock quietly, we can deal with that as well. Many of the most successful app design teams in the world are very small teams of people, sometimes only 1 or 2 people. I mean, for example, let's take a look at a few best-selling apps. Angry Birds, for example, was created by 2 cousins. If you look at another app, say Doodle Jump, for example, this was created by 2 brothers from Croatia who just came up with this idea of a little man bouncing on platforms up a screen, and suddenly the next thing they knew, they had this multi-million-dollar game on their hands. They've sold 6 million copies of Doodle Jump. So you get this picture that very small groups of people with very low overheads are creating these amazing apps. This is the first time in history you've been able to, as a designer craftsperson, sit down in your bedroom and design an app which could go on to sell millions and millions and millions of copies. It's an extraordinary market. So this course kind of takes you through the process of designing apps like this. We look at finding programmers, we look at coding, and we look at the kind of the more overlooked parts of app design, like marketing your app, who to approach in the world of journalism to get press attention, whether you even need press attention. Perhaps you should only use YouTube. These are the kind of things that we cover in the course. There's also a series of questionnaires, quizzes. There's also a test, so that at the end of the course you're presented with a certificate which validates the fact that you've been through the process of learning what makes a great app.